Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the very first episode, episode 1, the pilot episode of Get a Real Life with Troy Wood. Real life, R-E-E-L. See how that works? See, it's clever. Okay, so, to kick things off, I'm going to run down how the show is going to go real quick, okay? First, I'm going to spotlight a movie that's in theaters that I've seen that you should see because it's awesome, alright? Second, we're going to talk about some movies that are going to be opening or have opened that are also in theaters. And then to close it out, I'm going to talk about what I'm calling my DVD second look. A DVD that's in my collection that I think you should check out. If it's not already in your collection, go pick it up because it's awesome. Okay? So, let's kick it off. So, for my movie spotlight this week, I'm going to recommend a movie that's been in theaters for a little while, so you might want to go check it out while you can, because it's probably not going to be in theaters for much longer. But it's a movie called The Impossible, okay? And it stars Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Naomi Watts, okay? And they play parents of this little family. They play a husband and wife, and they have 3 younger sons. And it's a true story of this family that ends up getting caught in the 2004 tsunami that we all remember. Okay? So, let me just start out by saying that this movie, awesome. This movie is so good. The performances are so real. You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel that these actors are acting. I mean, of course they're acting, but you feel like they're just in this moment that they just completely lose themselves in this story. And they do. It's incredible. Really quick, there's 2 scenes I want to talk about. Okay, the first is Ewan McGregor. He has this great scene where, I think you've seen it in the trailer, where he talks about, I'll look in all the hospitals, I'll look in all the care centers, I will find them, I promise. Remember that part in the trailer? Well, that's the scene I want to talk about. He's using the stranger's phone that the stranger gave him so that he can call home. He hasn't been able to call home since the water hit. So he calls home and he's talking to, I think, his dad. I'm not sure if it's his dad or his wife's dad. Might be his wife's dad, but anyway, one of them. And he's calling him, and you know, he's trying to be quick, and he's saying, you know, I'm okay. I have the boys with me. I have 2 of the boys with me, and we're fine. And all of a sudden, he just starts breaking down. He just sobs, just cries like this heart wrenching, like he's crying. You can just feel his heart breaking because he's not sure if his wife and his oldest son are still alive. And you just feel for this guy. And you can't help but put yourself in his place and think, what would happen if you were living that, and if you didn't know if your family was still alive or not. And he just has this great emotional moment, and he just breaks down and he's crying, and he has a phone back to the guy, and the guy says, pretty much, that was your last communication you might ever have with your family. You don't want to leave it like that. He hands the phone back to Ewan McGregor's character, and he calls again, composes himself, and he says that line that you've seen in the trailer. And then another scene, just want to talk about really quick. There's one of the best child actors I have ever seen in a movie ever, and I'm sorry I don't remember his name, but he plays the oldest son. He's a 13-year-old kid, and he delivers such a spectacular performance. There's this moment where he and his mom, after the water have hit, they're making their way through all this muck in these trees, and they're trying to find anybody to find some help, right? And you see from the kid's point of view, you look down at the mom's leg because she's wearing shorts, and you look down, she's got this giant hole in her leg that's just gushing blood, and there's a skin flap hanging down, flapping in the breeze, and oh, it's disgusting. And the kid just starts freaking out, man, because you don't want to see your parents as a 13-year-old kid looking so vulnerable, right? Because you don't think of them that way, and so to see her in that state, and you know, and her tank top is ripped, and so she turns around and her boob is exposed, her breast is exposed, and he starts freaking out on that, and he's saying, I can't see you this way, I can't see you this way. And it's such an emotional, such a great little moment. It's the best child actor performance I've ever seen in a movie. It really is. So, The Impossible. Go check it out. It's in theaters right now. It's probably not going to be in theaters for much longer, so go check it out while you can. If you miss it, definitely check it out in Redbox or Netflix or whatever your preference is. Okay, so now on to the movies that are opening or have opened this week, because today is February 9th, Saturday, so yesterday would be February 8th. And some of the movies that opened, Identity Thief with Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy, because they're in everything nowadays. Speaking of people that are in everything, Side Effects with Channing Tatum and Rooney Mara, who you know from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the American version. She was, in fact, the girl with the dragon tattoo. So if you liked her in that, go check her out on this. Apparently it's pretty good. And then Top Gun, the 3D IMAX experience. That's right, you can see Tom Cruise in all his homoerotic glory playing topless volleyball in live, glorious IMAX 3D. You can see his little man nipples coming right at you. If that's something you'd really like to do. So, go check it out if you want. Top Gun. Okay, now onto my DVD second look. This is a movie that's in my DVD collection. I think should be in yours if it's not. And it is Hellboy. Hellboy. It stars Ron Perlman as Hellboy, the hellish demon from another dimension that accidentally comes to our time, and he ends up being kind of a superhero fighting demons and stuff, fighting satanic kind of things. He runs around with his little fish buddy, Abe, and emo fire chick, played by Selma Blair. It's a good movie. It's a nice, neat, clean comic book movie. It's entertaining. It's got, I think, one of the coolest villains in all of comic book movie history. Of course, I can't remember his name. It's the guy with the swords. Ninja dude with the sand ninja dude with the swords. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. It's really cool. Go check it out. Yeah, Hellboy. That is my DVD second look pick for the week. Alright? So, there you go. So that's it, man. That quick. Just going to be like that every single episode. We're just going to run through it, man. Bam, 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 bam. Just like that. So, if you've enjoyed it, keep watching. There's going to be more episodes coming up. And hopefully I'll be able to put some effects and stuff into this. Kind of play around with it a little. See if I can make it somewhat entertaining. Because hopefully some of you are still watching at this point. So, there you go. This has been Get a Real Life with Troy Wood. I'm Troy Wood. Thank you very much.